Oh, hello, Spirit House here. I just wanted to share with everyone in the collective to inspire you about. I don't often share about my prophetic dreams and things like that, but I want to share this one because I felt it was a breakthrough dream for many, and just to give you an example of what you can do when you master yourself, you master your dream state and set intentions before you go to sleep and pray a lot. Um, anyway, last night I had a dream, and there I was being attacked because of the full moon energy or the new moon energy. Every moon cycle, every 2 weeks, there's heavy attacks on me. Actually, every day for the last few years. I mean, I've been attacked since I was young, but the last 3 years have been really intense. It's this new group or new generation of people involved in a coven or organization that attack me, and it's actually two families involved as well. So last night in my dream, um, I knew that this attack was coming, and I was so tired. And I remember I laid down a huge mat on the ground in my dream. It was like a memory foam mat, and it was like twice the size of a king size bed. Okay, it was huge, huge, and long too. And there were at least three other people with me, although I didn't see their faces, so they were not my loved ones, but they were actual people who were being attacked without warrant, who were also innocent and being attacked. So what I did was I laid down this huge mat of memory foam, like on the ground. Huge, I mean huge. Okay, and there was nothing perverse or anything about this dream. It was all about protection and defense. Okay, so then I laid down like a sheet on top of that, and then a really thick, soft blanket on top of that. Okay, and then sorry, one of my earpieces fell out. Okay, so after that, I laid down on top of the soft blanket. I laid down a layer of huge, like fitting the size of the mat, Kevlar blanket made out of Kevlar. If you know Kevlar, it's made out of bulletproof material. It's what law enforcement and SWAT teams use as bulletproof vests and things like that. But I also used Kevlar when I was in blacksmithing because it absorbed a lot of heat, and there were pliable gloves that were really flexible, not like welding gloves that were really stiff leather, but they were really flexible and would absorb a lot of heat. So I was able to blacksmith and hold really hot pieces of metal with these Kevlar gloves and work with it without restriction. Okay. So it was a Kevlar blanket that I laid down over the top of this soft blanket. Then on top of that, I laid down a mithril silver blanket, which is kind of mythical, but you can find it in a number of sci-fi and like Lord of the Rings and things like that. But it was a dwarven silver that was mined, and it was indestructible. It was like, it's what Frodo wore, that was given to him, that a knife or bullet couldn't penetrate. So I laid down this mithril silver blanket that was very lightweight, and I had prayed over it. I had imbued it with the full armor of God and the Holy Spirit. Right, I was praying over it before I laid it down, and for protection. And so I laid this down the same size as everything else, all the blankets and things, on top of the Kevlar layer. And then on top of that, I drove in stakes on every corner that were of thick mithril, and I was driving them in with a hammer into the ground so that they stayed in place, so that they couldn't be lifted, right? And so me and these three other people, whom I don't know, all got underneath into this bed or this blanket, and we were laying on our pillows with our heads covered, and there were all these demons and entities and things trying to attack us, and they were repelled by the mithril and by this whole bed or blanket or full armor of God, because that's what I prayed for. And so they were being repelled and sent back to the places that were prepared for them. And it was like such a wonderful dream, because we would wake up occasionally and it was like we were so comfortable and sleeping so good and nothing was happening, and we'd go back to sleep. And I slept like that the whole night, occasionally waking up and knowing that we were protected and everything. So I just want you to, this is an example of something. It's not, you don't have to do the same thing, but there's many ways, creative ways that you can protect yourself. If you set intentions for your dreams ahead of time, there are many ways. And sometimes the intentions are just to be protected, but you will come up with creative ways to protect yourself and others in your dream state, which is when you are attacked the most by witches and warlocks and entities and the dark forces. So I just wanted to give this message as kind of an inspiration, because you can do this. This is coming into your full power. I love you all, and I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.